Hello everybody, my name is Caleb and welcome to the channel LeftCarDoorGaming. We are playing Pyre once again in what could possibly be the last video of it. And I'd like to thank you guys for clicking the video to join us for this. As you guys know, last we left off, we have beat the Descendants in the Liberation Rites. Excellently done, Nightwing, says Wolfred. Birch, would that we make good of all such incidents. You succeeded in liberating Hamatha, who returned to the Commonwealth in glory. The last light of the stars still shines above us. At this point, what has become of our plan needn't be the subject of our speculation. I trust that we'll learn the outcome soon enough. Our actions to this point shall pave the way, perhaps our fate as well. So let's for now focus on this. We stand upon the brink of the last turn of the cycle of the rites. Soon we'll have a chance to get one of you home. Now, reader, up for a little stargazing. Let's see where in the downside we shall be returning for these final rites. You turn back. Excuse me, you turn back toward the darkness to look upon the last few stars too stubborn to relinquish their light. Determine where they lead. I think I'm going to leave Wolfred here, just because I have a feeling that he'd be the one to be able to lead the remaining people out of the downside. We got an 86% chance. Oops, wrong button. Whoa. I want to go see what she says. Just cause fuck her and her stupidness. I'm a dick. Well, once more you are to face the essence. Then, although I wonder, he hesitates before saying anything further. You can not sense his thoughts. I apologize. I was lost in thought there for a moment. Let us make way for the spring of Jomer, when everyone is feeling more refreshed, as much as possible. We got a person to two up to two. The minstrel wants to chat. Following Hamatha's liberation, the lone minstrel has returned to the wagon and stands as though nothing has happened here this night. He tilts his head as you approach. Once more, the Night Wings have prevailed in the liberation rite under your mindfulness. Reader, a commendable achievement. Surely Hamatha shall live out her days in gratitude to you and your companions. Perhaps she may now seek Rookie there in the Commonwealth. I should think Rookie would Rookie would have liked to witness what took place this night. I trust that together they shall make a formidable difference to the plan which all of you endeavored to achieve. For the time, Celeste and I are to return to our respective stations. We all await the next turn of the cycle of the rites. May you prevail once more when next we traverse the Scribe's Gate. Until then, reader, rest well under the stars. Blah 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 blah. He nods. Wish you a good night. Alright. Continue on your journey. I shall. It's daybreak. They're set to take off. And now I shall fly. Oh no, the map looks different. It's really dark-ish. I'm just gonna go here because I'm already here. Alright, let's survey the land. Alright, we shall circumnavigate the area without thine aid. They depart, leaving you to rest up. When they return, nothing much to report. You're feeling better and are in the midst of deciding which of your vacations to pursue. Oh, we got someone to talk to. You notice Bertrude studying the beyond her crystal. She sets it down as you approach. The mouthy wraith rebuketh our attempt to summon her. She insisteth that we are too young to understand. She must be referring to Sandra. It seems that Bertrude may be able to invoke her. Stubborn, that one, possessing of an ancient understanding olden ways in olden times. Many centuries of history, knowledge of the 8 scribes themselves, held captive there within that green-tinged stone, within the wraith's own memory. Wraiths. Would that we could extract them in some way. Perhaps thou couldst induce the wraith's obedience, reading one. For we see heedeth not, she claimeth obligation unto thee. Although she stops to think very carefully, the Beyonder Crystal is not to be tampered with. Your fellow exiles know that its use is at your sole discretion. She backs away from you, still thinking to herself. Ignorest thy inquiries about this. Reading ones, our reasoning has taken us elsewhere. Her refusal to cooperate is like to be an ancient warning of some sort. 'Tis possible that others of the southern bogs know something of her, but we shall not be tampering further with such sorcery ourselves. That the wraith refuses to cooperate suggests her predicament is suitably deserved. Mouthy wrath, she says. Can you believe it, reader? Aye, to be so young and foolish again. Sandra, then, seeing, laughs to herself. Your proximity to the Beyonder Crystal must have been sufficient to invoke her in this case. That crone of yours is far too curious, I think, but it appears that even she has learned her lesson in this case. Thank the stars I am beholden to no more than one among you at one time. And thank the stars that happens to be you, rather than her. And if the crone attempts to lay her fingers on my beholder crystal again, I shall just have to torment her dreams till she's my age. Do feel free to mention that if it comes up. Now farewell, you will know where to find me. Maybe I should use the Beyonder Crystal. I think that's what I'm going to do here. So this is just my personal room then. Is that what this is? That's the common room. Oh, what? I didn't know this. Nine years exiled, 21 years exiled. Something else I could do for you, my dear reader? Yes, let's see. What's on her mind? Let me ask you something, lovely reader. Have you any idea how long I've been imprisoned here? You guess that Sandra could have been in her current state of exile since well before the dawn of the current age. At first, she shows no indication that she even heard you. Close. Soon enough, I shall be getting there. I've been imprisoned for 837 years. According to my count, at least it is possible I have lost track, although given my state, I can assure you that I have an ample time to verify my arithmetic. She goes silent for a time. Let me give you some advice. If you decide to kill the Emperor, make sure you achieve what you set out to do. I expect my own death regardless of the outcome of my task. I was not expecting this, certainly not by telling you about it 837 years later, or however long it has been. Although enough for that for now. Let us get back to business. Let's do a scribe trial. Alright. I'm gonna use Bertrude. The old bulk crone, then, she does have some potential, I should think. More so than most of those with whom you share that little residence. Then let us begin. First, Bertrude us fears, and we sense the house has need for us. For us, whatever. Words don't work for me sometimes, so whatever. Alright, so let's do this little thing here, and then we'll move on to our match. So Sandra appears and says, "Listen well, crone, you answer to me here. Yeah, how very eloquent. May your vast experience exceed your neck for pleasant conversation. I trust that you shall have little trouble here without the benefit of your more communicative friends. Now, come on." Where's my mouse? Alright, there we go. That was annoying. I don't know what happened there. It just... Jeez, man. Can I get a break with this shit? What the frick, man? Oh, that was unfair. Damn. I'm getting absolutely butt fucked. You gotta be shitting my butt. Get it in there. Ooh, that was a close one. Go in, oh man. I drifted so hard there. Spawn. Fudge. Butts. Butt fudge. Butt fudge. Woo. Nope, don't think so. Why? Why did you turn left? I didn't even have... Oh. You weren't even turned to the left. My mouse was to the right of you. Wait, I shot. Whatever, game. That was... You're just cheating me now. Nailed it, yes. And I barely squeaked out that one. Holy crap, guys, that one was a rough. That one was rough. A simple test, undeserving to be called a challenge. I ought to fail you for gloating, crone, but these are not my rules, and your performance was sufficient. Thus, you have passed my test. Congratulations are in order to you and to your lovely reader. Now, farewell. That was a tough one. Not gonna lie. They got me good. Good riddance to the mountains. Show us then what trinket she bestowed upon us. Bertrude pierces through solid objects. Yes! Oh, yeah! I don't know what thing I got for her now, but that one is a good one. Your deepening is not nearly enough. Aspect still eludes you, though. Greater. I'm not remembering. Heck yeah. Give everybody +1 to their the amount of damage they do. So nice one to have. Yes, sirree. Alright, let's get on to the Spring of Jomer. I'll stop rambling and muttering words, hopefully, at some point. It is time to commence the rite. I've checked, and it appears as though the essence has not yet arrived. Reader, madam, there is no sign of Tamitha or anyone. Their sigil is not set either. If what he says is true, and your adversaries are not present, then you presume the rite cannot commence. However, the stars themselves soon indicate you are mistaken. Are you going to face off against what's-his-face again? The 8 scribes are revered as folk heroes in the Commonwealth.
Reader, the Commonwealth, your home. Today it is aflame. Much like a stack of books. Aflame because of you. Because of your outlandish plan. Not that you care. Not that you shall live to see this place again. Your attempts at revolution shan't succeed. Though by all means, keep trying. As for myself, I shall enjoy presiding over these remaining rites.
The rite is set to commence, but your adversaries, they failed to show. Unfortunate, but understandable. They knew that they would never make it to another liberation rite. I cannot blame them for not wanting to participate just for the sake of it. Indeed, as the rites are drawing to a close, some of the triumvites whom you have met, perhaps they're beginning to decide the stars are not worth heeding any longer. Tamitha, you wonder whether she would give up on the rites like that. Her fixation on the Commonwealth seemed not easily dissuaded, though perhaps she decided to pursue revenge some other way. In any case, we have begun the ceremony here, so I ask that we end it.
Choose now your band of traitors. Bertrude. Tiso. Wolfred. Very well.
Let us end this and be on our way. Conceding in the rites is frowned upon. Believe me, I should know.
Lo, even your adversaries have abandoned you. And it is done. The Nightwings prevail by default. Not that their adversaries even care.
'Twas time we wasted here, although our kind we lived for very, very long.
Boundless are the teachings of the scribes. Until the next rite. If there even is to be another one.
Bye. Well, that was sad, I guess. No one speaks further of the essence back in the black wagon. Everyone is instead preoccupied with the rite. Haroon. Tiso can scarce believe this is to be the final opportunity to liberate one of our own. I'm afraid so. Our plan is an imperfect one. Yet here we are, faced with this vital opportunity. He looks over to you. Reader, my girl, please go for yourself. I think we all know where we are headed next, and I suspect I know whom we shall face when we arrive. The other turns to you as well. You turn toward the wagon's door. You know what you shall see out there. Now, however, the time has come to face it. The dim fading lights of the final star still pierces through the darkness, demanding your attention, guiding you toward the end point of your path. Look upon it for the last. Alright. To the final liberation rite. You for your 7th and final liberation rite, you can sense that if the rites ever shall commence again, it shall not be during your lifetime, or that of any of your companions, even the longest lived ones. The stars revealed to you one thing more. The adversaries whom you shall face shall be Orlek. Already he has crossed the Scribe's Gate and awaits your arrival. If the 8 scribes created the Nightwings in their own likeness, perhaps it is only fitting that the Nightwings should, in the end, be forced to face themselves. Orlek, curse this damnable cycle, that it must pit us against him on this, our final chance. Let us retire for the night. We shall not have many chances, more for rest before our journey's end. I'll tell you this much, I'm gonna kick this dude's ass. No matter what, we're gonna win.
Foolish reader, your so-called friends, you are accomplice to their hateful plot. They are exploiting you. You shall never have your freedom.
I done you're after trouble some of the background is prepared. As you lift into the skies, alone Miss Royce's voice cutting through the reader, a certain olden ballad it comes to mind just now. I think it may befit the circumstance. Press out, blah 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 blah. Would you mind? By all means, play. Your words.
When the stars align, the rights shall come to bear. Illuminate the signs, the exiles shall be there.
And the music to this game is amazing.
All are not the same, but 3 shall be as one. Freedom in flame, the end has just begun. Strength may break our own, but twisted make
I'm sorry guys, I'm just enjoying the music here.
together on their own. The journey shall be made. The journey shall be made.
Alright, let's land here. Bertrude's one that I rely on a lot, so I'll see what I can get her. We beseech the ancient gods of the last age, and we invoke thine aid. We have traveled far to gain this summit many times, and stood steadfast with our compatriots who seek to leave this place. We now offer our ye services eternally, if ye would grant us such a boon as to ensure our triumph in the coming night. Long would we serve ye, O ancient gods, should ye accept our offer here and now. I guess I'll mentor her companion. Alright, let's see. Didn't unlock anything though, sadly. Let's continue our journey up to the Scribe's Gate. I should be getting a letter in a minute. Aha, there we go. Let's see what happens. Specifically, the imp shares details following Pamitha and what became of her. She found herself back in the homeland of her enemies, where, despite her connection to the hiring women, her past transgressions were forgiven. In fact, she was asked to join the military council given her unique background. Yet she refused to cooperate, and instead she demanded to be reunited with her sister Tamitha. But when they threatened her with resentencing to exile and insisted that she take the opportunity, Tamitha said that at last that she would think it over and return with a decision soon. Next was seen, however, was among Volfred's sons and daughters of the Revolution, where it is said she attached her loyalty at least for the time. You thank the imp for bringing you the news. Garoon. Wishes for Pamitha to find her way and her sister in the Commonwealth. We suspect the ancient enmity between the winged and the flightless shall not be soon resolved, if ever at all. I hold hope that both The ancestors shall be blah blah. Let the Panther and Tantha shall soon join together as part of our good cause. The two of them can help lead towards a brighter future. In spite of some mixed feelings, the news of Panther liberation fills you and your fellows with the result, whatever. Finishing our travel to the Scribe's Gate. For one last one. Okay. The exiles of the Nightwings. We shall not meet again after the coming right. Tariq and I. It shall be time we take our rest, I think. Greetings, Celeste. I would tell you that the Nightwings are prepared, though this time I am uncertain anyone amongst them feels this. We have a duty to uphold, Tariq, and this what, Celeste, and then nothing, not for the rights or us, not till the dawn of the new age. Now, Nightwing, step forward, please. State your names and what it is that you seek while crossing the Scribe's Gate, one by one. Taser believes that his ancestors are watching over the Nightwings and seeks to look up their legacy. My name is Wilfred Sandalwood. I long to see an age where freedom is one's birthright and no longer are good people, such as these, forced to contend for it. We are called Big Bertrude. We seek to fulfill the plan of Sandalwood, for we are fond of him and his belief, and then go about our business. Finally, you step forward, you, a common wanderer, who vowed to help her friends be free again, and who managed to come this far with this group. The gate guardian observes you for a minute, then motions to pass the archway toward the summit. The scribes bid the Nightwing welcome. Go forth with glory. Except for you, Tariq, you stay right there. I thought you said that. The rites are not yet ended, Tariq. He looks to her, then over to the rest of you. Pardon me, everyone. I shall be there when the stars align. The gate guardian and the lone minstrels remain together as for the rest of something or other departed, whatever. I skipped it too fast. Where's my water? There you are. You have gained the summit of Mount Alodao for the 7th time, the final time in which anyone of you shall have a chance to leave the downside. Commence the ride. Whatever. The lone minstrel finds you clutching the butcher right, seeking there perhaps some bit of wisdom that has eluded you this far. Reader, we may not have a chance to speak again. After this, I may have to go. I wish to say that I am grateful for having made your acquaintance, and I shall remember you with fondness. I wish you well. This night and always go forth with glory. Then he looks up, and he extends his hand in friendship. You clasp it. You see Wilfred has joined you. All of your companions are there with him, in fact. It is strange for me to say, given the circumstances of our meeting, reader, but it has truly been a pleasure. Onward now, let us achieve our plan. Scurry. Reading 1, thou art both wiser and less irritating than most others of thy kind. We have learned something from thee, and we are grateful. You looked upon your fellow exiles, your companions, with whom you have withstood the downside, and with whom you shall now conduct this final rite. Begging your pardon, but my time has come. We shall see each other soon. He departs, and after this night, the outcome of Wilfred's plan, the plan of which you all have been a part of, shall be decided one way or another. For now, all you can do is strive to prevail against your final adversaries, so that at least one last companion may go free. You rise to join your fellow exiles. Whatever. I push spacebar. I give up. Let us stand together. God damn it. Words are not my friend all of a sudden. I'm really sad. Not really. I don't care. Fuck it. Huh, did I have that on? Maybe that's why I had such an issue in that one, right? Practice one. I don't know.
Look, for one last time, upon the fall of Solium, dear reader. Hear me for one last time. For soon, the few remaining stars shall fade away, leaving you stranded there for your remaining days in that forsaken land, where you deserve to be. The rabble that you roused here in the Commonwealth shall be put down.
Sorry if you guys hear
The
me drinking my
exiles whom
water.
you liberated, all shall fall in line. But first, let us get on with this last liberation rite. You face none other than yourselves. Each so unlike the glorious Nightwings of yore. 'Tis a shame that one of you shall soon be free, for you deserve each other.
The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. But before the lone minstrel can consider per the custom, not another word. The demon Orlek slowly raises his clawed fingers to his mask. The false Nightwings have arrived at last. Long have I awaited this. My freedom once stolen from me. Then I was cheated of it here upon this mountaintop. You may now attempt to take it from me once more. He stands there for a moment silent. Then Orlek dons his mask and stands prepared. May these damned rites cease forever for the misery which they've caused. Nightwings, we shall not be. For the cycle of the rites is all but ended. Unless I would have your decision on who is blah 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 blah. Godspeed, reader. You know it is blah blah blah. I have the utmost faith in you to make the best decision and conduct the rites with glory. Nightwings, the stars remaining light grows dim. Your decision, please. It is time to choose. Blah blah blah. Bertrude, Ulfred, Tizo. Your fellow exiles, your companions, your friends, together you have come this far. But now the downside and the rights conspire to tear your group apart and disrupt your plan. Oh shit, what do I do here? There's no other way? Shit, having to make this last decision is unconscionable. It is too much. You hesitate, but then you sense a reassuring voice. Do not give in, reader. Do not give in. We stand with you. The choice you are about to make, however, you shall go about, and whatever the outcome, we understand. And so you need to not hesitate. And you need not explain, so please trust in yourself. For all of the rest of us, we trust in you. You reconsider what you are about to do. You cannot back down. Alright, let's do it. With but a glance, you reassure your fellow exiles that you know what to do.
One final opportunity for salvation. Too bad for the rest of you.
I guess I'll do Wolfred.
Wolfred.
Long have I dreamt that I might someday see this plan of ours come to fruition. I promise you I shall make the most of it, if we are to prevail.
Who shall be at his side? Bertrude.
This as well as ours, reading one. Let the remaining stars shed their last light upon the ceremony here.
Tizo.
Tizo is ready to do whatever to see Wilfred regain his freedom.
Predictably decided.
Those are to be my adversaries then. And who is it, I wonder, who asserts her will over that group? You sense Orlek searching for you, almost reaching out to you. You the shadow of the false Nightwings. They are nothing to me, but you who would relinquish your own liberty for the sake of them. Strange. It is fitting then that I should have to face one such as you. Then Orlek stands at the ready. First, by light of dawn, the cycle of rites shall cease. Let us see if we can finish this ordeal before that time. The sky begins. Tariq. I'm prepared. Then let our song this evening shake the stars themselves. Aye, Celeste, let us make sure. Oh, this is gonna be a good song, I hope. Gotta be a great song. Tizo fumbles with his mouth. Hurry! Tizo recognizes Orlek and greets him tenderly. It is good to see you. Orlek reaches for his mask and turn. How is the horn mended? Hurry, Cree. Good, a full recovery then. But it is unfortunate to see you standing there with them, Tizo. Come with us, no questions asked. The proposition seems to catch Tizo off guard. Indicates that he will not abandon his friends on their quest. He seems to be pleading with Orlek to stand down, to listen, to not give in to anger. Orlek shakes his head. He puts his mask back on. This is something I must do, little one. Tizo dons his head and chirps nothing more.
Begin. The final chance at liberation for the age.
Haha. Woo! Squeaking and... You wear the raiment once again. I could not simply stand by and do nothing, Orlek. Yet that is what you did when last we stood together on this vast mountain. I fell, you simply stood. Orlek, what shall it take for you to be convinced I took no part in your betrayal? Orlek, give me my damned freedom. Let me prevail here and now. Would you promise to uphold our plan to bring about the better? No, I make no promises. I owe you nothing. And I'm sorry, Orlek, my love of country comes before all else. More than your freedom and our friendship is at stake. Your love be damned, Wilfred. Let us stand as adversaries in. And that's what we just said. Oh no. Wait, what just happened? What happened? The sky rains ash, soon your pyre shall mingle above whatever. That was rude as F. What the fuck was that all about? You're a fucking dick, man. All of you, you shall rot here, and blah blah blah. You false nightwings, who would deny me once again my rightful liberty? You who deny the liberty to all the triumvirs you face, and vanquish under the guise of the traditions of those blasphemous tribes. Come, let us continue the glorious affair.
All of the true Nightwings gone. A wonderful performance, old friend.
Thank you.
Orlek was struck. Now
Oh.
that is how to snuff a flame.
It is. That was glorious little S turn right there.
There. The
How?
demon Orlek has dealt
How
with
didn't I get
devastating
credit for that?
blow. Another banishment. True Nightwings banished to the last. Banished from this place.
Go, 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 go. Oh.
One triumvirate stands unopposed. vanished each in turn.
Oh, there's the ball. I was wondering where the hell this bitch went.
Tizo doused them hard.
Way to go, Tizo. That's a nice little flap. So the false night wings bear their fangs at the head. But that cannot be your finest effort. You think you deserve your freedom more than I? Then fight for it, damn you.
How he has changed, that Warlick. Grown old and bitter lo these many years.
Oh, you bitch. It's not fair, you got the thing blocked. Throw it up there. There we go, score it. One more. Orlac stands breathing heavy. He looks back on the thick lick of flame that is smoldering fire before turning. She's back to you, alright. There we go. No! Are you kidding me right now with this shit? Whatever. Shit. I just went straight through the damn thing. Are you serious with this? Oh, made it. Made it. 4 points to go though. Damn you. Damn you, game, you traitor. Murdered him. Score it. Count. Oh my god. So goddamn close. Oh.
Night Wings proved their worth. An outcome which left little room for doubt. Thus ends the liberation.
I'm shaking under that, man. Let's see how this game ends.
The scribes have chosen.
Praise the scribes, we've done it. You look upon Volfred, for what you expect shall be the last time you see each other. Any moment now the shimmering pool shall engulf him. Any moment now he shall return to glory and join his agent, the commonest hub. Any moment now the cycle of ripe shall end until at least the dawn of the new age. Any moment now.
And thus the scribes have chosen. And thus the scribes have chosen. And thus the scribes have chosen. Oh, Night Wings. Reader, what have you done?
Hold, there's something wrong. Each higher time upon the falls, Shalom, the shimmer pool has opened, following the liberation rite taken in whichever has prevailed. But now all is still, and the light of the stars above has all but died. You sense a growing fear that it is already too late, that the shimmer pool shall not reveal itself again. Orlac approaches his bad battle. The ape scribes saved their greatest treachery for last. Then something else catches his notice. Wait. A sudden rush of starlight cascades the stillness of the summit. The shimmer pool has appeared again. Different, somehow, but open. Wolford looks upon it, but it does not engulf him, or at least not yet. It seems I was mistaken then. The 8 scribes, this is not their greatest treachery. It's their greatest just. The shimmer pool is flung wide open. It seems that all are worthy now of freedom. Orlac strides and over the shimmer pool, but... Halt, Orlac. Orlek glances over at the lone minstrel most is right. That shimmer pool has lost most of its strength. You step inside and you shall surely drown. Of that I can assure you. He laughs at himself at this. Then we have all been cheated. No, the shimmer pool is revealed, and one of you may still return as planned. But as for who returns, someone shall have to choose. Ere the last light of the stars is extinguished and the rites cease to be. This is the final trial for the scribes. The final trial of the scribes. Then our confrontation, the liberation rite, it was all meaningless. No, the victor of the confrontation is to be the one to make the choice among those closest to the scribes, either the anointed or she who anointed them. So then, the choice is mine to make. My freedom weighted against the readers, is that it? Aye, it shall be either you or the reader. Or it should be either or. Ulfred, please make your decision quickly. It shall be a forfeit. I do not know for how much longer the light of the stars shall offer you this gift. A snap decision then, fine, I have made it. Reader, my girl, this is your chance at freedom that we've earned. It's yours. Take it now and make good use of it. For you and all of us. Well. Wolfred wishes to give up his freedom so that you may regain yours. Very well. Reader, madam, the choice which Wolfred made, or rather the choice which he gave, it is now yours to make instead. This choice, it may keep bouncing back and forth like this. Absurd. It may until such time as one of you is willing to accept the burden and outcome of the choice, that is the trial, and I fear that there is little time remaining now. Reader, if you and your companion are too cordial with each other to accept the freedom, either one of you, then I shall gladly take it. Freedom ought to be more than some flirtatious trifle to exchange. Reader, what is your will? Alright, let's give it to Orlek. He deserves it. Your thoughts crystallize, you've chosen Orlek. What? Orlek, do you accept the reader's choice, or shall you make another one? No, I shall not make another. I accept the reader's choice, the reader's mercy. Then it is done. For a moment, Orlek appears to be at peace, and then he is gone. Orlek regained his freedom. Accept this, for it is done.
Godspeed, Orlek. By the scribes. No stars remain aloft. The cycle of the rites.
I hope I made the right
Is
choice.
finished.
Orlek was a dick, but he earned his freedom, and he was cheated, and I felt bad for him about it.
What shall become of us? Nightwings. The opportunity to gain your freedom from the downside. Was it not enough?
That night, the exiled Orlek returned to the Commonwealth. He was to be the last. The stars had faded, and the cycle of the rites had run its course. He found the Commonwealth in great upheaval, spurred by the efforts of 6 liberated exiles. Wilfred Sandalwood's revolutionary plan had excited the masses. These exiles in the starless sky portended return of the scribes. The people surged into the streets, shoulder to shoulder. Led by the 6 exiles, their voices shook the heavens, the leadership of the Commonwealth panicked. No blood was shed that night, and by dawn it was over. The leaders of the Commonwealth had cast themselves back into exile, or joined in this new cause. Thus, in its 838th year, the Commonwealth had fallen. The new Saharian Union declared its sovereignty in the next year. Among the changes its elected leaders ushered in, they vowed never to cast their people into exile, and they abolished the old Commonwealth decree forbidding literacy. Today we still remember all of this, and we remember the exiles of the downside, whose deed led to the dawning of our age, whether they returned or not. After his liberation, Hedwyn was instrumental in the events leading to the fall of the Commonwealth and was vital to the outcome of the plan. The peaceful outcome of the Scribe's return was a tribute to several key factors. One of them was the underlying ambition of the plan itself. Another was Hedwyn's visibility among the people in the streets. Identified to be a liberated exile, he was believed to be Gol the Goliathan, reborn. More importantly, however, he was that one of the winged harpies of the High Remnant's company. She was later identified as Fakin Shang, a harp for whom Wetwind cared deeply. They were separated when Headwind was exiled. Their bond was symbolic of what was at stake that night, and proved to be vital to the peace that followed. In all his days as the leader of the Saurian Union, Headwind oft confided in his friend Jadario. Despite her intense manner, there was no one whom he trusted more in times when circumspection was. Headwind often vowed at the beginning, though he cherished all the friendships he made and pledged in the reader and the Nightwings he pledged to Ario, Rookie, and the reader and the Nightwings that they may all be free again together. He had broken that vow, for in the end, not all of them were able to return. A terrible guilt over this darkened his mood for a time. However, the others, whom he still knew, lifted his spirits, much like he had often lifted theirs. All the Nightwings knew the stakes, while the others stood with the Nightwings were not able to remain in the contact. While the others who stood with the Nightwings were not all able to remain in contact, thus Headwind thought of each of them often, and so in turn did they often think of him. In the aftermath of the final liberation rank, Orlick at last returned to his nation, one he had not seen in nearly 2 decades. He scarce recognized. After all, it was in the midst of transformation, a social and cultural upheaval spoke by Volfred's plan. When Orlick witnessed the people of the Commonwealth standing shoulder to shoulder and chanting together on the night of the scribe's return, he looked on in silence for a time. Then he stepped toward the crowd. A murmur and hush moved through the gathered citizens at the sight of him, for they had not seen someone thus changed by the downside. But then Orlick raised his voice with the others, and they all stood united. History would know him as the Demon Doctor, a term of endearment that stuck even after his horns were started to recede. He lent his skill and service throughout the birth of this union. The one he had called the Shadow of the False Nightwings was someone whom he thought of often. He knew he owed his freedom to her. Having witnessed the aftermath of Sandalwood's plan, Orlick understood at last what his former companion wanted. Excuse me. Orlick conceived the plan, and when he wished Sandalwood could be pleasant to witness the reality of. Alone with his thoughts, Orlick would sometimes visit the memorial of the fallen leaders of the Commonwealth, though others than such appearances, and notwithstanding his duties as master physician of the state, Orlick led a very private life. Few would have guessed that he was once one of the most accomplished right conductors in the history of the Nightwings. History, of course, shall ensure that we shall not forget. I guess I'll keep reading them. I gotta see Rookie. After he earned his freedom, he returned to a lavish welcome ceremony in the Commonwealth, as was the tendency for liberated exiles. It was everything he could have hoped for, and soon he was well off, surrounded by luxury, and choosing between various exciting opportunities. However, he must have given in to the better judgment, as he did end up siding with Volfred revolutionary forces as he promised. On the night of the scribe's return, Greentel was there, with many others, inspiring the masses. He never looked prouder, the very image of Yulmer Minimane himself. When dawn finally came, and it became clear that the Commonwealth and everybody knew would be no more, he realized many new opportunities awaited. He began quite a lucrative career for himself, manufacturing and selling replica merchandise inspired by the downside. His main struggle was to meet demand. An aspect of his conscience cautioned him against making light of such a thing, but the memory was too good, and soon his family was as well off as he always said. One of his orders of business was to seek out his old companions, Pamitha, to whom he took a liking during their quest for freedom. They bonded further over love of drink and supported one another through uncertain times that lay in store. He also kept close touch with Gilman. Ever the perfect practice partner, they would train together often, taking care to stay in tip-top shape as much as possible throughout the years. Greentel always did his best to keep in touch with all his many friends, and knew he owed his fortunes to them. He made a special point to stay close with the group of friends he came to know so well during his time with the Nightwings, wherever they were. They shared a special understanding that put even Greentel at a loss for words sometimes. I gotta read Zay and Jadario. The Commonwealth had never provided since a home for the one they call Zay the Zealous. She was surprised on her return that she was so well treated. She felt uneasy about it. Besides, she knew that she would do her best to fulfill the pledge she made to her friends. Even she could not have expected the impact she would have on the events that followed, which gave rise to this Syrian Union, whatever, I don't know how to say it. Despite not fitting the image of any of the 8 scribes, they nonetheless stood out along the others amid the teeming masses on that night of the scribes' return. She spoke of the scribes with such conviction and sincerity that the crowd was very moved. After the fall of the Commonwealth, there was a renewed interest in the legend of the 8 scribes and many new interpretations of their histories and teaching. They found herself at the center of all this. Her way of speaking continued to compel a growing audience. She swayed many people from their astralist beliefs. Soon the 8th word, which had lost favor with the people during the reign of the Commonwealth, sought her out and asked her formally to join, and she did right away. Through it all, she would wonder how her little friend Tizo had fared. While they were divided now by a great distance, he always remained in her heart. She cited her relationship with Jodariel as the single most important in her life. Jodariel would always provide her a circumspect perspective and the wisdom of experience. They always wanted I need to learn words, guys. They always was devoted to her faith, but more so to her friends. Many people in the Syrian Union cited that her gentle manner and unwavering conviction helped them brave the changing times with the grace. That's all with that. Let's see. I guess I'll read Jodariel. After her liberation, Jodariel soon became an icon of the movement that led to the collapse of the Commonwealth, and as the rise of the Syrian Union, her horns and stern words are failing me, guys, I'm sorry. Inspired the people to believe that she was Solomon reborn. She became a great, if reluctant, leader. In uncertain times that followed, Jodariel's seasoned expertise often came into play both in matters of security and of state. For instance, she conscripted and trained a team of volunteers in public safety. The community did not know what to make of such a cordial bunch at first, but soon came to value their service. They have stood for the people ever since, and we celebrate their founding day each year. She remained close with Headwind all through this experience, and they supported each other through their struggles many times. She kept an eye on Zay, who nonetheless demonstrated a surprising knack to get by on her own, though Jodariel was always willing to provide assistance just in case. She continued training on her own, a regimen that grew stricter with each passing year. There were those who sought to train with her, and she sometimes obliged. They remained one constant in her life. She would always remember her days among the Nightwings, and with fondness for the most part. I guess I got 2 more to listen to. I'm just gonna go ahead and end this here, guys. If you guys want to read it, I'll make a video where I read off all this stuff. Otherwise, I'm just gonna let it go for here, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like. To let me know if you guys, or drop me a comment. Let me know through that. Let me know if I could do something better. Like any kind of feedback's good. Game recommendations, all that stuff, guys. Just let me know. Tell me how your day was. I don't know. Something. Drop me in the comment or message. Drop a message in the comments. Whatever you want to say. Other than that, guys, if you guys would like to see more content in the future, please subscribe. If you guys do, you can turn on notifications, and that would be very helpful too. It lets you know when I upload videos, and you guys can come watch as soon as they get uploaded. Other than that, guys, that's all I got for today. Thank you so much for watching the video, supporting the channel. Actually, I guess there's one more video to do. I don't know which way I'm going to upload them, though, so maybe this will be the last one. Anyways, guys, I'll see you all in the next game. Have a good one, guys. Bye.